As the largest and most important component to ensuring safe, abundant, and affordable animal proteins, animal feeds play a leading role in the global food industry.
When you look at the scope of things as far as the health and well-being of animals and human beings, which we work with also, nutrition is paramount in everything that happens in the life of an animal, whether it's reproduction, whether it's growth, whether it's performance, it does not matter. Nutrition is the key to all of that because our bodies and the bodies of all these animals are nothing but a big old chemistry set. There are chemical reactions taking place by the thousands every second of the day. And you have to have the correct chemicals going into this animal's body for them to operate or perform at their best level. Where do they get these chemicals? They get these chemicals out of the food. Every time I eat some food, I'm taking in just a myriad of chemicals that have to be broken down, repositioned, and then used by my body, or the same thing happens in a horse or a pig or a cow, it doesn't matter. And so that is why nutrition is so important. You have to start with that, or you don't have a healthy animal. You don't have an animal that grows well. And also, nutrition, there are things you can do with it to make the production of animals more efficient or less efficient.
Over the years, the public has been told that nutrition is complicated and that different formulas are required for each life stage and performance activity.
Every cell in every animal's body needs the same nutrition. All I had to do was think of that basic nutritional package that's going to feed that cell. And by the way, that cell in my body really is going to need the same nutritional program as a bacteria. So if I can feed my cells or a horse's cells, I can also feed bacteria. And if I can make bacteria grow faster, bacteria are the backbone of nature. And so if we are enhancing and working with nature in that way, we feed the animal cell directly. We also feed the bacteria, which in turn feed the animal cell. And now we put the whole package together. But all those cells only require one basic package. So all I had to do was find a way to take the package that would support all that and get it to the animal at the right level for their age and activity.
Family owned and operated by Dr. Harry Anderson, Total Feeds Incorporated has proven nutrition can be simple and effective.
Total Feeds is owned and operated by my family. We have been and will remain a family operation. We have kind of changed the paradigm of American business somewhat, I believe, by the way we operate. We have 4 paid employees, but we have a lot of salespeople out in the country in all of our distributors. Our distributors have the opportunity to make as much money as they want. They don't have to ask me if there's going to be a cap on the amount of money they make because they buy and resell and they run their own business with my programs and my products. And then they have the abilities to do whatever they want. And I contract out specific things that I have to have, which I don't need. I don't need a lot of staff all the time. But it's the sales force that makes the difference in our company, the way we're structured, in that I do not pay salespeople. They earn their own money.
Dr. Anderson developed all of the formulas himself, using fixed extruded formulas with ingredients that are proven to be the most effective for each product.
The uniqueness of Total Feeds formulas is a product called Ascophyllum nodosum, which has been researched, and I've been using it for 25 years, but the general feed industry does not use it very much because it's considered almost a woofle dust or foo-foo dust by a lot of people. But it's one of the things that has brought me to this point in time and is one of the very key components to all of my programs. About 20 years ago, I started using a truly chelated mineral. And a truly chelated mineral is the most efficient one that there is available in the industry. It's very expensive, like I said, but it is very, very efficient. A chelated mineral is one that's attached to an amino acid. And if you understand biochemistry at all, amino acid complexes and chelates are transported across the intestinal wall at a much more highly efficient rate than any other chemical or physical form of those minerals, and those are the only ones I use because that has really turned my program into a highly efficient program. So that's what I use.
With the exception of 3 equine programs, Total Feeds has only one formula for each species, for which it has a product.
I believe one formula per species is adequate. So all I needed to do is make a specific package with all the vitamins and trace minerals and those critical elements that would feed those cells in the animal's body. Then all I had to do is figure a package where I could get that combination of things to every animal at the right level. Now, babies need a higher percentage in their diet than old animals, yes, but that goes along with just the feeding rate of a specific program, because when you feed a newborn horse, you let them eat all they want up to 4 pounds a day. And when a baby up to about 300 or 400 pounds can eat 4 pounds a day, that's a very high percentage of their total diet.
Using the most biologically efficient ingredients, in turn creates the most cost-effective and best product for the health and well-being of the animal.
Right now, my philosophy is that we have a lot of new things to find to make things even more efficient than they are today. And we've focused mostly on the horse industry so far, but we are now branching out into the ruminant side, which include the cattle, the deer, the sheep, and the goats. And I think there are great frontiers there to help them become more efficient, because one of the things that we find already, and this has intrigued me beyond belief, is that we can take the same basic formula that I'm using in the horse, and we can put it in a ruminant animal like that at a very low feeding rate compared to normally what they eat, and they will decrease their hay and grass intake by 1/3. So I know there's more out there on the frontier to find, and we can pursue that even further and find things that the general industry just is not using today.